Welcome back, Ranger fans. Here we are taking a look at another expansion. This time we're going to go ahead and look at Villain Pack number 1. Kind of ignore the Kickstarter box. I just needed something to prop this up so it's a little bit closer to the camera. But we have Villain Pack 1, which is comprised of 4 villains: Rito Revolto, Master Vile, Commander Crayfish, and Polluticorn. As you can see, they're listed right here. So it's just a pack of 4. 2 monsters, 2 bosses. Let's go ahead and just open it up. And you can see I've already taken the cards and sleeved them, but we have 4 beautiful miniatures of all enemy types. So again, not missing much. I'm going to have these in a separate view just so you can really see the detail in each of them. So I'm going to leave them right here. No advertisement. Actually, there might have been one, but I lost it. So, per usual, go read Boom Studios' Mighty Morphin Comics, Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin, and Power Rangers, which is their current running comic series. So here we are. We have the Commander Crayfish monster enemy card deck. Starting with 2 copies of Shellfish Slasher, which is a 3 health guard enemy card that says deal 4 damage. Now we have 3 copies of Claw Crusher, which is a 4 health enemy card that says deal 3 damage to a single ranger twice. Next we have 2 copies of Crayfish Command, which is a 4 health fast enemy card that says deal 2 damage. Increase this damage by 1 for each foot soldier in this location. And finally, a single copy of Deformed Power Sword, which is a 5 health passive enemy card that reads deal 5 damage when this card resolves. While this card is in play, each time an adjacent enemy card deals damage, increase that damage by 2. Next, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Polluticorn. So here's the monster, Polluticorn. We're going to go ahead and start with 2 copies of Prismatic Orbs, which is a 3 health fast enemy card that reads deal 2 damage to each ranger twice. Next is 3 copies of Ferocious Strength, which is a 4 health guard enemy card that reads deal 5 damage. Next is 2 copies of Toxic Tornado, which is a 5 health enemy card that reads the Rangers must discard a total of 4 cards, divided as they choose. And finally, a single Unicorn Blaster, which is a 6 health enemy card that reads deal 9 damage, divided among the Rangers as they choose. Next, we're going to go ahead and look at the first boss from Villain Pack number 1. So here we have Master Vile. We have 2 copies of Hex Blast, which is a 5 health fast enemy card that reads deal 6 damage, deal 6 damage. Next, we have 2 copies of Gravity Well, which is a 5 health guard enemy card that reads deal 3 damage to each ranger twice. Next, we have 2 copies of Negation Wave, which is a 5 health enemy card that reads drain 6 energy. Next, we have a single copy of Hideous Power, which is a 6 health passive enemy card that reads while this card is in play, each time a Master Vile card deals damage, increase that damage by 2. Next, we have a single copy of Warlock's Curse, which is a 6 health passive enemy card that reads while this card is in play, the energy cost of all combat cards is increased by 1. Next, we're going to be taking a look at the second boss, Rito Revolto. So here we have the final boss for the Villain Pack number 1. We're going to start with the 2 copies of Blade of Bones, which is a 4 health enemy card that does 5 damage. Next up is the 2 copies of Crushing Impact, which is a 5 health guard enemy card that reads deal 3 damage to a single ranger twice. Next up we have Flamethrower, which is a 5 health fast enemy card that reads deal 3 damage to each ranger. Next we have a single copy of Hideous Strength, which is a 6 health passive enemy card that reads while this card is in play, each time a Rito Revolto card deals damage, increase that damage by 2. And finally, a single copy of Stumbling Fool, which is a 6 health fast enemy card that reads draw 2 cards from Rito Revolto's enemy deck and place them after this in the combat sequence. Place 1 hit token on each of those cards. Here we are with the Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid Villain Pack number 1 sculpted figure showcase. So we're going to go ahead and start with Commander Crayfish. As you can see, we got some good detail in his overall body. Lots of armor, some spikes, You can see ridges. Got his little lobster tail, or sorry, crayfish tail. Big lobster claw or pincer. Got the armor plating. His antenna. The don't know what you'd call those. His Zoidberg. Tentacle things. Very nice. Very menacing. Very menacing indeed. So we get 2 monsters and 2 bosses in this villain pack. So next we're going to go ahead and take a look at Polluticorn. So here's the Polluticorn, our second monster. Again, really good. Sculpting for the armor, the wings. You can see his claws. He's got the leg guards. Curving of the wings. You know, we got his mane coming down the back of his head, his neck, and his back. Again, I just love the wingspan for sure. He's a unicorn, so he's got his unicorn horn. Menacing, so villain. Very good villain pose. Come at me, bro. Those are the vibes I'm getting. But next, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our first boss, Rito Revolto. So here we have Rito Revolto, the first of 2 bosses that we get, and his arm is doing his cannon thing. He's getting ready to take some rangers out. Got his skeleton armor, great detail. You know, it's coming out, extending from his back down his spine. You can see the skulls around his waist as his belt. Obviously, he's got his sword, his skeleton sword, or his bone sword. Forget what it's called, but, you know, looking gnarly. Again, you can kind of see the skull face on his chest. The skulls on his knees, his helmet. Yeah, oh yeah. Very terrifying. If only he wasn't a bumbling fool. But next, we're going to take a look at his father, the second boss for the villain pack. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Master Vile. Here we are, so don't let his cool, nonchalant demeanor fool you. This guy is here to ruin your year, your millennium, your entire week. You know, he's kind of got just a, you know, very easy sculpt. And you wouldn't get the sense that he's all and threatening. Kind of reminds me of the devil from Legend. You know, he's got his cloak, his armor being the father of Rito Revolto and Rita Repulsa. He's got his staff, or his cane. He does have armor. All the articulation, which is a lot. Very menacing. A real big challenge to play against. Highly recommend if you play this game, go in with a team of 6, or at least a good group of 5, because he doesn't mess around. But that's gonna finish the sculptor showcase for the villain pack number 1. So there we go. That was the Heroes of the Grid villain pack number 1, containing Rito Revolto, Master Vile, Commander Crayfish, and Polluticorn. Pretty challenging bosses, especially Master Vile. Rito's no slouch, of course. Commander Crayfish and Polluticorn are also, you know, not to be taken lightly, but a very good villain pack. Highly recommend once you've gotten into this game. Just adds a variety of monsters and bosses. You know, ups the replayability. Watch out for Master Vile going with a good team. Only successfully beat him one time with a 6 ranger team. A full team of 6 rangers. That's what I meant to say. Words are hard, everybody. But yeah, that's going to do it for this unboxing. Got some more unboxing, so stay tuned. Like I always say, if you enjoyed this unboxing, I know it's a little quick, small, Small pack, only just 4 minis, all monsters. So you know, some of these are going to be quick. Some big box expansions a little bit longer. But I hope you enjoyed all the same. I still have some more expansions to get through, so I'm going to go ahead and start getting those worked on. But like I always say, remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Um, Stay tuned for plenty more Heroes of the Grid expansion unboxings and content. Like I say, I stream this game once a week every Sunday for Tabletop Sunday on my Twitch channel. Again, links down in the description below for my channel. Come watch me play, come cheer me on, come ask me any questions. I'll have links to everything you can buy, minus the Heroes of the Grid Kickstarter, but for Villain Pack number 1, I'll have that in the description. I'm Eggo the Visual Culturist signing out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, Ranger fans.